Welcome to another edition of Wireless Planet. I'm your host, Nicole Scott. This week I'm going to talk a little bit about virtual worlds. But first let me tell you the story about why I find this topic particularly interesting. Picture it. It was a sunny Saturday afternoon in 1996. Picture perfect for a funeral. We buried the Mexican pot beneath the yucca tree in the backyard. My little cousin wept uncontrollably, and her mother consoled her. And her little brother looked on with disgust and boredom. We mumbled a few words, slapped on the dirt with a shovel, and my cousin's beloved Tamagotchi was put to rest. She faithfully fed it, played with it, cleaned it, and took care of its every want and need. Still, the damn thing died. Fast forward 12 years, and I just learned my little cousin has 2 avatars on Second Life. An avatar is like a virtual alter ego, and social networking sites and online communities have moved into the next realm. Virtual worlds. In Second Life, you can introduce as many avatars as you want. They can interrelate in meetings, events with other individuals and the environment. You can even shop in virtual stores before you return to the real world to buy something tangible. She has already dropped a few Linden dollars, which are the currency in this virtual world, and it's actually pegged to the US currency. And we have actually already seen the very first Second Life millionaire. My little cousin, she's even considering investing in some real estate for her little family on this virtual world. You know, I certainly never saw this one coming, but I certainly shouldn't have been surprised. I've seen the Matrix movies a few times, and as a kid, I regularly watched The Twilight Zone. Movies and TV have prepared us and laid it all out for us. All we had to do was develop cheap, high-powered chips and build an inexpensive way to use it, and then let fertile creative minds do the rest. Second Life is the mashup of personal and competitive gaming, multimedia PCs, faith popcorn projections on cocooning, interrelationships, and entertainment. Until recently, the focus of research on the growing market has been on the activities of teens and tweens. What these kids are doing these days will show companies where to invest in products and services that will be in hot demand for tomorrow. For the most part, this still holds true. The great thing, though, is that adults are getting it more quickly today, and adults are the ones who really have the bucks. Younger kids may have been the first to rip digital music and enjoy it over the internet on their PC, but adults, including the 24 to 40 category, listen to it with greater frequency. The same is true for gameplay. Sony, Microsoft, and the game developers target their sweat and blood entertainment to the hardcore gamers. Nintendo blindsided the kingpins and the reviewers with the Wii and its initial cachet of games, because everyone thought, who gives a crap about bowling, tennis, baseball, and golf? Turns out, darn near everyone, including your grandma and grandpa, who probably didn't even touch an Atari joystick. With the broadband increasing to the homes and $500 computers now becoming the norm, we will see a logical extension of the MMOGs, massive multiplayer online games. MMOGs, like World of Warcraft or EverQuest, still dominate the online gaming world. Traditional logic, such a dangerous thing. So the boys would rush away if the games weren't totally violent and destructive. And if the boys rush away, what's going to happen to your market share? But there is a market for online non-violent games. Female gamers, according to ComScore, account for 52% of the gaming audience. Not only are they young users, but it's very common to have a 40-year-old female hardcore gamer with an average income of over $55,000. The Web 2.0 part of the mashup online virtual world is really the logical growth of social networking. For kids with their Wi-Fi notebooks in their backpacks, this was just another way to stay in touch with friends and develop new relationships. With the introductions of locations like MySpace, Facebook, YouTube, and the other amazing variety of horizontal and vertical sites, the demographic is again shifted. Today, 60% of the users are 25 and older, while many of the social networking sites are country-centric. Many are going global. They are reaching, touching, and entertaining people who have specific interests. For the social networking sites, new entertainment and gaming options are easy add-ons. We are now seeing new pet-rearing games, yes, including the evolution of my cousin's Tamagotchi, MMO puzzles, and international sports. Is that all there is? Games? Definitely not. As the Oracle from the Matrix said, what do all men with power want? More power. To prove to Neo that that we control the machines rather than they're controlling us, Second Life and similar virtual worlds have emerged. In many ways, they are an extension, a dramatic enhancement of power and the capabilities of the Internet. The Internet, after all, is simply pipes and computing power spread around the globe. For the most part, it's barren, except for a few hundred spam emails that you get daily. Certainly, people go to chat rooms, use lists in similar horizontal and vertical locations to talk, exchange information, and get assistance. But they are simply words streaming across a screen. People think to themselves, how can I trust you? If you want to interact with people, you can go down the hall. You can go to a mall, a pub, or a local coffee shop. Second Life and similar virtual worlds are bringing people together. Second Life claims more than 4 million residents, and usually there are 20 to 30,000 of them hanging out at any given time. As with any brave new world, it is far from a success and is still a work in progress. But already, leading firms have bought land and opened storefront. This includes IBM, Intel, Cisco, Sun, GM, Reuters, Circuit City, and other commercial and retail businesses that have staked claim in the virtual worlds. Virtual worlds like There.com and Second Life aren't being used by these firms as online retail stores, but rather business locations that can lead to real-world sales, or to quickly solve real-world problems. Granted, firms like American Apparel sell virtual jeans, while Toyota and GM sell virtual cars. But most use their virtual businesses to give people an undisturbed view of their products. They test store layouts, production facility workflows, and market test product concepts. Other organizations like IBM and Cisco use their virtual locations for face-to-face global meetings, sales meetings, customer conferences, shareholder briefings, and departmental staff meetings. As with most social networks, people step into their virtual worlds also to hang out with friends, visit new places, and even build new relationships. A number of online marriages have already been reported by people whose avatars met each other in their virtual worlds. In the virtual world, as in the real world, Neo emphasized choice. Choice is the problem. Citizens of the virtual worlds are finding out just how much Matrix Reloaded mirrors our two worlds. Vandalism, shootings, and skirmishes have already occurred in all online virtual worlds. Second Life, There.com, and other virtual worlds offer a goldmine of opportunities for companies and individuals to test ideas, products, and concepts that can be sold and implemented in the real world. And like I mentioned earlier, we already have a Second Life millionaire, and it won't be long until there's another. There's a lot of potential out there for really creative people. I just hope nothing bad happens to my cousin's avatars in Second Life, because I'm not sure where you bury an avatar. And I'm not exactly sure what you'd wear to an avatar funeral. Well, I guess I'll have to deal with that when the time comes around. I'm just going to get back to Second Life in my avatar, see what I was actually going to do a bit of sailing. Sounds like fun. This has been another episode of Wireless Planet. I'm your host, Nicole Scott.